Have you ever felt like you're being blamed for everything that goes badly in your family, work, or relationships? You're being singled out, negatively treated, and unfairly held responsible for problems you didn't cause. If this has been a lingering feeling and you've wondered about this, there's a pretty good chance you're a victim of scapegoating. So, what are the signs? You're a target. Do you feel like you walk around with a target on your back? If you nodded yes, you've had first-hand experience. Imagine there's a group of friends, and whenever something goes wrong, like plans getting canceled or a project not working out, one person, let's call them Alex, is always blamed, even if they had nothing to do with it. Alex becomes the go-to person to blame for any trouble, whether it's fair or not. If you're like Alex, you probably feel you're always pointed at as the problem. Often, growing up as the black sheep of the family can turn into you being the scapegoat. Your parents and siblings may look at you as someone who doesn't fit in. This perceived difference can make you an easy target. Say everyone in your family is devout Catholic, and you're the only person who questions the existence of God and questions everything about organized religion. So, you stick out like a sore thumb. This means you become a target. If anything goes wrong, everyone points a finger at you and says, "You're the problem." You're unfairly blamed. Being a scapegoat means you're unfairly blamed for everything. Think back to your childhood. Growing up, did you always get blamed for things your siblings were responsible for? You had a golden child sibling who could do no wrong, while you were the bad apple who did everything wrong? At least it felt that way to you. Look, this isn't anything new. Throughout history, there have been numerous instances of unfairly blaming people for things they never did. It's not a rare occurrence. It happens more often than you think. It's essential to understand that pointing the finger at something or someone is always easier than looking at the whole picture and understanding the complex nature of the issue. It's like blaming the goalie for losing a soccer game when there were problems with the whole team. You're isolated and excluded. Here's another thing about scapegoating. The more someone is blamed unfairly, the more others start to believe it and accept the false narrative created about you. It becomes the thing that everyone believes. The thing is, scapegoating is never positive, it's always negative. When people are led to believe something negative about you, they stop associating with you. So you naturally become isolated and excluded. Let me give you an example. Did you know that in the years following World War I, the Nazi Party of Germany started blaming Jewish people for the state of things in Germany and across Europe? This was dangerous. It ultimately led to all Jewish people becoming scapegoats. Adolf Hitler took advantage of the isolation and exclusion of Jewish people to spread his political propaganda. As they say, the rest is history. Millions of Jewish people were executed for things they never did and things they were not responsible for. This just goes to show how dangerous scapegoating can be. You're never praised. Another clear sign that you're your family's scapegoat or you're the scapegoat at work is that you're never praised for your hard work. Your achievements and accomplishments are ignored and never recognized. Let me paint you a picture. Say you recently ran a 5K and you came second place out of thousands of other participants. This is a remarkable achievement. It should be celebrated. When you tell your family members about it, they downplay it. Instead of patting you on the back and high-fiving you, they shrug it off and minimize the importance of what you have achieved. So, you keep working harder and harder to achieve bigger and better things in the hopes that one day the people in your life will recognize your greatness. You're publicly criticized. Have you ever felt like your boss has it out for you? You always arrive on time to work, stay longer, and work harder than everyone else. But if you make the slightest mistake, your boss criticizes you publicly in front of everyone else. Instead of calling you into the office and having a private conversation, they make it a point to discuss everything you're doing wrong in front of the whole office. It's not just that. Say you did something really well. It's never recognized or shared with the rest of the office. Rather than saying, "Good job," your boss says, "You need to work harder." Did you know that scapegoating exists everywhere? It's more common than you think. In fact, history is full of examples of scapegoating. From Salem witch trials, the Holocaust, and anti-Asian sentiment during the COVID-19 pandemic to the ongoing scapegoating of immigrants for all economic hardships. It's found in dysfunctional family dynamics, toxic work environments, politics, and other life areas. In 1897, a French sociologist named Émile Durkheim coined the term scapegoat. He used it to describe how in a group, one thing or a person is chosen to take the blame and release built-up tensions. In 1954, Gordon Allport expanded on Durkheim's initial description and introduced the scapegoating theory. Let's be honest, we've all taken part in scapegoating. We've all taken the easy way out by blaming things on someone else. Are you surprised? Don't be. Have you ever told your teacher that your dog ate your homework so your teacher wouldn't blame you for not completing your homework? Have you ever blamed your younger sibling for making a mess to get out of having to clean up the mess you made? These are just a couple of simple examples. There's a lot more. Surprisingly, we do this without even realizing we're doing it. When things get challenging or confusing, we might get stressed. Scapegoating is a way to feel less stressed by blaming someone else. It's like pointing fingers at others instead of looking at our mistakes. We also do it because we like to stick with what we know and blame those who are different. But if we understand these reasons, we can stop scapegoating. Being kind, thinking independently, and talking openly can make our communities more friendly. If you find this video helpful, click the like button and subscribe to the channel to watch more exciting videos. Leave a comment below and share with us how you have been scapegoated. As always, don't forget to spread loving kindness to all beings around you and be the change you want to see in the world. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.